This is my 11-year-old son, Michael. He wants to grow up to be president. And because of that, we watch a lot of debates and political speeches together. I couldn't be prouder of him. He's also at the age where a lot of kids in his class are experimenting with cursing because they hear those words on the internet or in movies or on some TV shows. I explained to Michael that he should avoid using those words because some people will think of them as uncouth or worse, ignorant, especially if you use them in the wrong setting. And you could never say them in public if you were running for president. And then we were watching a Donald Trump speech broadcast live from New Hampshire last week, and this happened.
And you can tell them to go themselves.
Now, in fairness, he did bring his voice down to a whisper to try to mouth the word, but it was still audible. My son caught it, and I was furious as I was trying to teach him the self-restraint that apparently Donald Trump doesn't have. And this isn't the first time. There are other examples of Donald's dirty mouth. A lot more.
You're not going to raise that f***ing price. You understand me?
I'm going to bomb the out of them. But it's political bullshit.
Listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
Look, I'm not prudish or naive. I know that presidents curse. President Harry Truman was famous for his potty mouth. Senator John McCain, who ran for president in 2008, a former Navy pilot, spoke like a sailor in private. And Vice President Joe Biden was caught off mic telling President Obama this about the passage of Obamacare. But not one of those men would purposely curse in a public speech, let alone a televised speech, because it would be beneath their office. And so I ask you, when Donald Trump speaks this way, is that presidential? Is he a good role model for the country? It's a fair question, and it was asked to him directly at a televised town hall meeting in New Hampshire.
I have 3 wonderful daughters at home.
Good.
And I want nothing more for them than to look at their president as a role model. Throughout the course of this campaign, you've said some disparaging comments about women, about people from other countries, other religions, and about everybody who's disagreed with you. Explain to me how I can look at my daughters and have them look up to a President Trump as a role model.
Donald Trump did not have a good answer to that question. When I watched this speech with my son Michael and Donald Trump dropped the F-bomb, he said to me, "Dad, I thought you said that someone who cursed in a public speech could never be president." And I said to him, "I still feel that way." And he can't.
He's a pussy. That's terrible.
I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.